Paul, I'll send it over to you.
Hot weather is the story, not only for us, but for mostly the eastern two-thirds of the country. The hottest of the hot weather is actually going to be through the Great Plains. We're going to start with that part of the map and check out these forecast high temperatures today, tomorrow, and Friday. Triple-digit heat. These are just the air temperatures in the forecast for parts of South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas in particular. They're going to be in the mid to upper 90s around Des Moines. They're going to be over 100 degrees in Wichita, and that's just the air temperature. Again, if you think, okay, it's Kansas, it's a dry heat. No, it is not. That part of the country can get very muggy this time of year, so that's going to feel like probably 110 to 115. Our heat index is going to be bad enough. We're in the part of the country where the heat index is going to climb up to around 105 degrees. Better chance of exceeding that as you head towards Memphis and then up through Kansas City and up the Missouri River Valley as well as the Mississippi River Valley. That hot weather is gradually going to shift farther to the east, and it's going to be taking up camp over the east coast as we head into the weekend, which still leaves us with that heat index around 105 degrees as we head into the weekend as well, even with slight increases in our storm chances through the weekend to maybe crack the worst of the heat wave eventually. For this morning, a pretty sunrise if you can see it. Some very dense fog has developed though in Smith County, right around Carthage. Visibility is close to zero. That's the exception, but every once in a while you're going to run into some of this as you're driving around this morning. That fog should dissipate about an hour from now. Some high cloud cover over the rest of the mid-state. Just a little bit of fog visible in the distance behind those buildings of downtown Nashville. And looking out from Putnam County, things are looking good in Cookeville. So even eastern middle Tennessee, those more fog-prone locations, it's not everywhere. Just give yourself a minute or two extra on the way out the door in the eastern half of the mid-state. Tracking some showers and thunderstorms up around St. Louis. Those are not showing any signs of being in a big hurry to move down towards us. We'll keep an eye on them though as we head through the day. It's more likely we're going to develop our own chance of some spotty storms, mainly to the northeast of Nashville later on once we heat up. It's already warm. Still 68 degrees in Cookeville and Livingston. Actually, Cookeville, you just dropped back down to 68 after you briefly climbed up to 70. 73 degrees right now in Nashville, 76 in Hopkinsville. That retreat, and there goes Cookeville back up to 70, and you're going to keep going from there. Temperatures are going to be up into the low 90s by noon. It's going to feel like 100 degrees. Chance of an isolated storm already by midday. That better chance of isolated to spotty thunderstorms, mainly northeast of Nashville, will be this afternoon. Mid 90s for high temperatures, feeling like close to 105 degrees. Not much of a breeze to stir things around either. Futurecast keeps the radar simulation pretty blank as we head towards noon, and then that chance for a few isolated storms. And while the best chance is going to be north and east of Metro Nashville, it doesn't rule out the possibility of an isolated storm to briefly cool things off elsewhere. It's just your better opportunity will be southern Kentucky and northeastern middle Tennessee through this evening. Low potential for any of those storms to become severe, but it's not impossible. Very low potential for any severe storms tomorrow just because the storm chances are that much lower, only 10% tomorrow. Low chance Friday and Saturday. We'll bump it up just a little bit on Sunday to the marginal category with just a better chance of storms overall, getting closer to 50-50 by the second half of the weekend. That'll help to crack the worst of the heat wave, but even with that 50-50 chance on Monday, we're still going to climb up to above 90 degrees for a high temperature, and the heat index is still likely going to be right around 100 degrees.
Woo, get ready, folks. All right. Now